Imagine for a moment you're a time traveler from the year 2024, landing in Britannia in 380 AD with a mission to prevent the fall of the Roman Empire. As you step out of your time machine, the world around you is vastly different. You are now part of the Roman Empire in its late antiquity period, a realm known for its impressive military might and vast territorial expanse. Yet beneath the surface, the empire is grappling with internal discord, economic instability, and external threats. The seeds of decline have been sown, and in less than 2 centuries, this great civilization will crumble. But what if this was not meant to be? What if you, a visitor from the future, could change the course of history? You possess knowledge of 2 transformative elements from your time: gunpowder, a powerful substance that revolutionized warfare, and coal, the black gold that fueled the Industrial Revolution. The introduction of gunpowder could give the Roman military an edge over their adversaries. Imagine Roman legions, their swords and spears replaced with firearms and cannons, their fortresses bolstered by explosive defenses. Such a shift in military tactics could potentially alter the outcome of battles and sieges, perhaps even stave off the impending fall of the empire. On the other hand, coal could trigger an early industrial revolution. Picture Roman cities bustling with steam-powered machinery, their mines and factories churning out goods at an unprecedented rate. The economic and societal transformations could be profound, forever altering the landscape of the Roman Empire. However, this isn't a simple task of handing over these elements to the Romans. Introducing futuristic technology to an ancient civilization presents both opportunities and challenges. Would the Romans be able to harness the power of gunpowder and coal effectively? Could they adapt to the rapid changes brought about by industrialization? These are questions that our time traveler, and indeed we, must grapple with. With the knowledge of the future and the power to introduce 2 transformative materials, gunpowder and coal, could our time traveler rewrite history? Let's delve into this fascinating thought experiment as we explore the potential impact of these elements on the Roman Empire and ponder the ethical implications of changing the course of civilization. The first element our time traveler introduces to the Romans is gunpowder, a simple yet potent blend that revolutionized warfare in our timeline. This concoction of saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal, first concocted by Chinese alchemists in the 9th century, changed the face of battlefields forevermore. Gunpowder, or black powder as it was known, was the first chemical explosive and the only one known to mankind until the mid-19th century. Its invention led to the creation of early cannons and firearms, turning the tide in many a conflict. Now, imagine this technology in the hands of Roman legions, centuries before its actual discovery. The Roman military machine was already a force to be reckoned with, renowned for its discipline, training, and innovative tactics. The introduction of gunpowder would have been nothing short of a game changer. Picture Roman artillery armed with rudimentary cannons, capable of breaching city walls from a distance, altering the dynamics of sieges and fortified warfare. Imagine the Roman infantry, not with their iconic short swords, but with early firearms. The psychological impact alone of such deafening and destructive weaponry could have sent enemies running for the hills. The strategic implications are staggering. With the power of gunpowder, the Romans could have extended their dominion even further, perhaps even averting the fall of their empire. But gunpowder is not just about warfare. Its introduction could have sparked an era of technological advancement. The force of explosion has potential beyond the battlefield. It could be harnessed for construction, mining, and engineering, laying the groundwork for a technological revolution long before the Renaissance. However, the transition wouldn't have been without its challenges. The Romans would have needed to adapt their tactics, train their soldiers in the use of these new weapons, and ensure a steady supply of this new, volatile substance. But with their known aptitude for engineering and organization, the Romans might just have been up to the task. Gunpowder could have given the Roman Empire a military edge, changing the dynamics of warfare. But what about the economic edge? The answer lies in another simple yet transformative substance our time traveler brings along: coal. The second element introduced by our time traveler is coal, the fuel that powered the engines of our Industrial Revolution. Coal, a black sedimentary rock, was the cornerstone of the Industrial Revolution. Its high energy content made it the ideal fuel to power steam engines, the workhorses of the industrial era. But let's imagine if this black gold had found its way into the hands of the Romans. Now, the Romans were no strangers to coal. They used it for heating and cooking, and they understood its worth. However, they never harnessed its full potential. What if they had? If the Romans had access to the knowledge of using coal as a fuel source for steam engines, it could have set the wheels of industrialization in motion centuries before it actually happened. This could have revolutionized sectors like mining, manufacturing, and transportation. Imagine Roman factories powered by steam, churning out goods at a rate unheard of in ancient times. Or picture the Roman roads bustling with coal-powered vehicles, transporting goods and people across the empire with unprecedented speed and efficiency. The societal and economic transformations would have been profound. The productivity levels would have soared, and the urbanization process would have accelerated. Rome's cities would have grown and teemed with industry, as people flocked from rural areas in search of work. The economic landscape of Rome would have been reshaped. The wealth generated from increased productivity could have led to an economic boom, potentially strengthening the empire and staving off its eventual fall. It could have also led to a shift in social structure, with new classes of industrial workers and entrepreneurs emerging. Of course, these are all hypotheticals. History unfolded as it did, and the Roman Empire fell without the aid of an industrial revolution. But it's fascinating to ponder the what-ifs. Armed with the power of coal, the Roman Empire could have kick-started an early industrial revolution, reshaping its society and economy. But what would be the broader technological impact? Introducing advanced technology to an ancient civilization is akin to introducing a ripple in a pond. The effects spread far and wide. Now imagine, if you will, the introduction of steam engines to the Romans in the 4th century AD. It's a concept that presents both challenges and opportunities. The steam engine, a marvel of modern technology in the 18th and 19th centuries, would have seemed like magic to the Romans. But as they were famed for their engineering prowess, it isn't too far-fetched to think they might have embraced this new technology. The Romans were adept at using water power, so the transition to steam might have been less of a leap than we might initially think. The adoption of coal-powered machines could have completely reshaped the Roman Empire. Infrastructure would have to be redesigned to accommodate these machines. The roads built by the Romans, famous for their straightness and durability, may have been adapted to carry not just foot and horse traffic, but also steam-powered vehicles. Trade networks would have also been revolutionized. With the power of steam, goods could be transported faster and in larger quantities. The Roman Empire, with its vast expanse, would have been even more interconnected. Trade, already a significant part of Roman life, would have grown exponentially. Perhaps one of the most dramatic changes would have been in labor practices. With machines taking over some of the manual labor, the Romans might have seen a shift in their workforce. Perhaps there would be a move towards more skilled labor, a change that could have profound effects on Roman society. The long-term effects of this early industrial revolution would have been far-reaching. Social structures might have changed, with new wealth distribution leading to a shift in power dynamics. Cultural development would have been impacted too, with new ideas and innovations spreading across the empire. The ripple effects of these technological leaps could have transformed the Roman Empire. But what does this mean in the grander scheme of history? Our time traveler, armed with the knowledge of the future, has the power to alter the course of history. But should he? This is where we step into the realm of ethical and philosophical dilemmas. The Romans were masters of engineering, building aqueducts, roads, and structures that have withstood the test of time. They were innovative, and their technological capabilities were remarkable for their era. However, they were centuries away from the kind of technological advancements that would spark an industrial revolution. Imagine introducing gunpowder and coal at this stage. Yes, it could potentially prevent the fall of the Roman Empire, revolutionize warfare, and trigger an early industrial revolution. But would that be a good thing? Introducing such advanced technology could have far-reaching implications. It could drastically change the socio-economic fabric of the society, disrupt trade networks, and alter labor practices. It could even lead to a faster depletion of natural resources and early onset of environmental problems. Moreover, there's the question of fairness. Introducing gunpowder could give the Romans an unfair advantage in warfare. It could lead to the suppression of other cultures and civilizations that would otherwise have had a chance to flourish. And then there's the philosophical question: should we tinker with the course of history at all? History, as we know it, is the result of countless decisions, actions, and events, each intricately woven into the fabric of time. Changing one thread could unravel the entire tapestry. Perhaps instead of using knowledge from the future to alter the past, we should focus on learning from the past to shape a better future. After all, history isn't just about what happened. It's also a guide to understanding why things happened the way they did, and how we can make better choices moving forward. With the transformative power of technology, history could have taken a different path. But as we know, history is a complex tapestry woven from countless threads of decisions, actions, and events, each with its own profound impact on the course of civilization.